welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard, and we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing. Now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Airing it out to start this drive. Connection made to Shakir. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Plowing up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
To the air, third and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it, thinking interception to be had, and incompletions.
The Saints and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First and 10, looking to throw. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Maybe 4 yards on that run. It's going to be third down. Throwing now from the gun. Has it in close. Touchdown, New Orleans. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Motioning left is their running back. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. And it's the Saints looking at 1st and 10. From midfield now. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And that's good for a 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Saints ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Here's a give up the middle. He's contained at the line for no gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Setting up a throw. Connecting on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for White. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Again, this is White. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Cut near the goal line. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They kick the running back in motion. From the 43. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are thrown into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That'll do it for 3 quarters here in Super Bowl 61. Just one final act to go in our season. It's the Saints with the ball, the lead, and a chance to close out their second title. First and 10 from the 41. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down. The give now to White. Has a big hole left. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's got it! And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Up the middle, here goes White. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints making a 9-point advantage. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. First and 10, it's a give to White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They motion the tight end over. From the 32. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and just 2 to go. Running back sent in motion. He's back to throw. Into the hands of Olave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Saints holding on to a field goal lead. First and 10 from the 41. White trying this straight ahead. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's White again. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Offense to the line for second down. Running it after the penalty. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. They have themselves another 1st and 10. It's White on the give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They run. It's White. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. ground. It's White. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. And that's going to bring up a tough decision here for them on 4th down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. At the podium now in his final act of the season, Commissioner Goodell to award the Lombardi Trophy to the New Orleans Saints, the champions of Super Bowl 61. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.